for later. Okay, so what I'd like to express is I'll show my screen first and then we'll go to Lita. Okay, the purpose of this demonstration is to inspire everybody here to take the path of least resistance instead of taking the path of most resistance. So the path of least resistance to me would be to go and ask for guest lectures at universities that we've actually spoken at. You know what's even better than that? Forget about even giving a guest lecture. Why don't we just go to universities where we've spoken at and just ask them to distribute, right? And just get to the point that way. But okay, let's say we're here to refresh. We're here to really filter out the candidates through the quality of our lectures. Okay, so then let's try this particular approach. I want you guys to kind of just take a look at this. Okay, so I would go ahead and I would just look for places and times where we have given, let's say, guest lectures, right? Okay, let's say all of these are potential places. Okay, so this is a job board, so it's pretty much useless. So we can probably close that. This is another job board. It's useless. This is another job board. It's useless. Okay, but this isn't a job board. This is an article. This is PR, ladies and gentlemen. So we've done this successfully before. So what you need to kind of take a look at is this person, right? This is the correct audience. Dr. Wening Uda Sma Oro. I probably butchered their name. I don't even recall meeting this person, but that person probably has an email address. That person probably would say, hey, look, do you remember Mr. Jing? He's our CEO of Bukit Vista. He gave a guest lecture back in May of 2018. We're thinking about returning to your school with some new insights that we learned about the pandemic. They'll be very fascinating for the students in tourism to understand. We have since given this lecture at ITB, at other universities. Would you like to be included as part of our new tour? Right? You can make it sound like it's we're creating, and we are, right? Sort of. So that is the right audience, and you can hit them back with that message. Okay. Let's go to Lita. Lita, do you feel like if we targeted this person, that they would have an affinity to us and that they would be more likely to respond?
Yes, because they already know us and we have had a previous partnership with them.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. You guys need to educate me a little bit. So I need to know, what is a decon? Does anybody know
It's
what a
like Dan.
Dean. It's Dean.
dean? All right, great. So this is great. Deans and universities, okay, they always rotate. They do a few years and then they rotate, right? So Mr. Winning might not be the dean anymore, but whoever's the dean now, you can approach and say the same thing, right? Or you can approach the assistant dean or the future dean, because guess what? I bet all the deans know each other, right? So this is how you actually build affinity. You don't necessarily restrict yourself to one audience, one shot. Because what if Mr. Winning is on holiday or he's not the dean anymore or whatever, right? So you might need to approach somebody else. So what I would do is I would think about the network of people around Mr. Winning. Okay, I would think about does he have a secretary, right? Does he have an assistant dean? Does he have a predecessor? Does he have a successor? Does he have okay? Think about all that universe around this particular dean, and you can probably find this out just by going to the page where it lists all the faculty, get all these people, and try to figure out what their email is. Deans read their email. Pretty sure that they read their email. So that can be a pretty good way. Deans also pick up the phone when people call them, right? If they're from industry, you just need to introduce yourself correctly. Say, hey, look, I'm in the hospitality industry. I work at a startup called Bukit Vista. Could I speak to the dean about reminding him about a program that we previously spoke about 3 years ago? And the dean would pick up, right? Because you're not a stranger. Okay, so that is one way to effectively target your audience. Okay, so that's a demonstration. Latifa, what do you think about this particular method?
Well, yeah, it's sometimes it can be positive, but I just think about the culture in Indonesia. Like the dean, mostly like they will give information to their workers, like this stuff. Like yeah, so they don't want to. I don't know, like the culture itself. Like we cannot approach the most top. The people who is in the top position, but we can we have to approach approach the staff itself.
No, no, no. Okay, all right. PR mistake number one. PR mistake number one for Khan, Lolita, Latifa. Don't ever try that. Okay, the people in the middle will block you. They don't
Mm.
really care about connecting you or doing anything because generally they have no interest. Right. Their interest is generally to make sure the dean doesn't get pissed off at them. Right. So if they have any sort of doubt whether or not you might be a waste of time or not, they probably won't approach you. But the dean, remember, is also thinking as part of their own KPIs how to actually get more meaningful relationships to industry. So remember this: you're coming with a gift. You're not coming with an ask, right? You're coming with a gift. They obviously felt this was valuable enough to publish on their website. Okay, this is the secret to success in every industry. Okay, start at the top first. Start at the top because usually the top person has the same vision that you have. If you have a vision, if you're just there to waste somebody's time, then it might not work. But if you say, hey, look, I want to positively transform students by bringing guest lectures to talk about hospitality innovations that my startup has gone through, does that sound interesting to you? Dean says, yes. Can I speak to your secretary or somebody else that I can follow up with to make an appointment so that we make this thing happen? Yes, and then done. So that is the easiest way. Otherwise, it will take. This will save. Hey, Latifa, this will save 10 years off your career. Right? If you want to get an upper tier job, you talk to the CEO of the company you want to work for, and they can make things happen for you. But if you want to work your way all the way from HR all the way up, that might take a while, right? Because they're like, oh, I'm not sure what Jing wants, reject. I'm not sure reject. And so, okay, that's a good tip. I understand the cultural part, but I don't understand. I also understand it. I've been working in the industry for like 18 years, and it's always worked for me, right? So it's not because I'm a foreigner or whatnot. It's because I kind of see how this dynamic works, right? There is a myth going around that you shouldn't approach the leaders or the most important people. But remember, these people are publicly paid by you and you and you and you and you, right? So they are taking tax money and they are sitting on tax money to provide education. So in a way, they are your public servants. Something to think about, right? Yeah. So okay, all right. Anyway, maybe not at UGM is definitely a public school. I'm not sure. Is UE a public school? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. You probably should approach it in a personal channel. Okay. But email is generally good, right? Just send them an email. Send them this article. Say, hey, do you remember us? This is what we'd like to talk about. Show, don't tell, right? If you tell, they go, maybe this is somebody trying to fake me out, right? About something. But if you show the article on their website, they'll be, oh, I remember you. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, okay, that's one approach. Forgot. What do you think?
I think it's brilliant to pass our message, our internet message to the ones that we know. So yeah, there will be bigger chance for us to get responded as well.
Okay. And you guys can keep on looking for this, right? Here's another talk that we did and a partnership that we did with UGM, you know, and we have one of these at UE too. So you just keep on looking for these, right? And this would be the easiest way to actually get the correct audience alignment. Just go with the audience that we already have. Latifa, I asked you one time to make an inventory of all the past relationships we have. Start with those relationships first, right? Just start with the relationships that we've already developed. Message them, say, hey, look, we're interested in promoting a new batch of internship programs that we have. We think the internship program has improved. Would you like to announce this to your student population? There are hundreds of people that we already know, student clubs, deans, faculty. We have these public relations, and this is what I sent to everybody in the discussion. Public relations is also about building relations, right? So think about how to. If you need an introduction for me, just ask. Be like, hey, Jing, I'm a stranger. I feel kind of weird approaching these people that you contacted a year ago. Could you loop me in? And I'll be happy to triad you in, right? I'll be like, hey, Dean, this is Latifa. She's on my team now. Do you remember me? I'm Jing. I gave a speech at this thing, and we're thinking about doing some things that kind of benefit the students involved. Latifa will carry on this conversation with you, and such and such, right? And you can delegate to the person that you want Latifa to talk to as well, right? So you can ask for that bridge, and I'll be happy to help out. Okay. All right. That's my little inspiration point. Let's go to Lolita. Lolita, let's take a look and see what are we currently doing.
Okay, so I'll share my screen.
Hey, stop that! Stop that! Stop.
Um,
Sorry. Okay.
okay,
Oh, hey, this is fun. Okay, Independent Film Festival. All right.
sorry.
Oh no, this looks good. This looks good. Oh, this is a message actually, right? Lolita. Lolita. Lolita.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so this is the messaging. Let's look at the distribution. We have also a corresponding document to keep track of our distribution, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So while being a secretary, I have to like take a note. Do I put it on the awareness paper?
Oh, good question. Good question. Yes. You might need to split your screen then for that, right? So perhaps take your notes on one and write on the other. Yeah, that's a good question. Uh, let's just. I actually don't know. Does anybody have a suggestion? Let's go to Furkan. Furkan, what should Lolita do?
Okay, because Lalita is taking too much responsibility by sharing screens and so forth, and it might overwhelming.
Okay.
I guess we could, yeah, we could use another person to take notes as well.
Ah, brilliant! I like that idea. All right. So who wants to volunteer to take notes now? So Lolita will be the screen sharer, and Latifa.
I
I will try, but which one is the file to not in this file as well or not?
Ah,
Or
good.
remove the
Yes, we should do it at the top level, Latifa, right? That's where all the discussions go at this point. So discussions go at the top, but we'll take a look and analyze the situation here. Latifa, you can also share your screen too as well so that we can follow the discussion. So we have one screen open for the evidence and we have another screen open for the discussion, and we can try to click between them. Okay, back to Lolita now. Latifa will get that part ready. And in the meantime, let's take a look at who we're targeting. So I see Furkan's targeting for business development. Let's see who Lolita is targeting right now. Lolita, are you targeting anybody? Furkan. Ah, okay, here's Lolita. Okay, we're targeting Bali content creator, professor, and lecturers. And okay, so I'm going to look at Lolita's screen first, and let's take a look at that. Institute Design and Business in Bali, .com. Okay, right. And Lolita, tell us your update. So we've sent out emails, or we've sent WhatsApp. What has been our approach? What has been our channel?
Okay, so the first I haven't contacted because it's a LinkedIn and uh, what is it? The profile of the LinkedIn is not really what we want to outreach for the LAA. And the second, I could only get the distribution costs, and for the third, they do not respond. And I actually have put the message in university outreach letter and asked for feedbacks
Okay.
because yeah, it was confusing.
Okay, I think I see your problem. And have you had any more distribution ideas besides these three?
Yes, but I guess I haven't put it.
Okay,
Currently, I'm outreaching. What is it? Competition organizers
I see.
and
Okay,
also student activity in Bali and also outside Bali and university with great multimedia major in Indonesia.
okay, got it. Realize this also, Lolita. This is a common mistake that we made when we looked at, let's say, a particular role. A lot of times you're not looking for a person with the skill set. You're looking for a person with a particular attribute, right, to do this. So you might find actually a really good content creator, like Bayu, for example, is actually a really skilled content creator, but he has no content background. He did not study photography. He did because when you actually think about it, photography, videography, these are skills that most people can actually learn. What they really need to have be good at is storytelling, right? That is the skill that you're really looking for. If you're a good storyteller, you will find a way to tell your story using photography, using videography, using blogs, using whatever it is. So that's a little bit more fundamental. What you're typically looking for is a communication major or a language major or somebody who is analytical or artistic, right? They like to kind of present. They're really good at telling stories and getting people to feel a certain way. Okay, Lolita, here's what I like you to do. All right, put the rest of the places where you distributed up here, and then we'll take a look at it. It doesn't matter right now on LinkedIn whether the person is lookalike audience or not. I think for you at this point in your skill level, just reach out to them anyway, right? Just see if it works, right? Just demonstrate that people can connect with you on LinkedIn, and then worry about whether they actually fit maybe a little bit later. Okay, so Lolita will do that. Once you have it up, Lolita, go ahead and tag me. I'll take a look at where you've distributed it, and then I'll circulate the discussion around. Okay, let's go next to Latifa. Latifa, show us some of the areas that you have distributed. Oh, Latifa, you're muted.
Sorry. Well, actually, I've not like 2 days ago I asked Kapurwan like where should I start? Like do I have to like focus on looking for back end developer talent, or I move to this approach to approach the lecture as well? Like because the recruitment team asked me to focus on finding the BE because it's really urgent right now. So I think I am planning to do this uh, invitation to the lecture
Mhm.
that I list in this.
Okay.
Perhaps I type this message tonight, but I will set the schedule for tomorrow morning.
Okay, got it. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those. Here, let me go back to my screen again. Lolita, or actually, let's look at Furkan's. Furkan, show some of your distribution ideas and where you have been coming up with. Oh wow, these are interesting. Okay, Furkan, tell us more about those.
Okay, so this is the areas that I've been listed
Hmm.
in, yeah, back in Saturday, and yeah, actually mainly I've only outreach to them, and yeah, certainly still no response from them.
Okay, no responses, despite even though you sent an email, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Uh, Interesting, interesting. I'm going to bet right now for Con that we're not pulling enough affinity, right, from our outreach messages. So if we're not pulling any affinity, they probably go, "This is spam," right? Not going to take a look at this. So let's think about this. How would you pivot your messaging right now for Con for people who are at UGM in business to develop a stronger affinity to them?
Mm, Actually, it's I've been thinking since you share your idea of outreaching.
Mhm.
Maybe I could like we have several lecturers or professors that we know in pariwisata or tourism, right? So maybe we could ask them to refer us to maybe
Yeah.
like they know they must be know some lecturers from business, right? So maybe we could ask their referrals too.
Very good. Very good. You got one. Okay. All right. Furkan, thank you for bringing that up. Furkan, what I'd like you to do right now is to WhatsApp me. Okay. I'm going to share you my WhatsApp number right there. And what we can do is we can do a triad. So I do have the contacts of quite a few um, people at UGM. I have the contact, the dean for the faculty of Ilmu Budaya, right? So I think, yeah, that can be a good source, and we can try out. I'll connect you with Ibu Wiwik, and you can continue to ask her about, hey, look, would it be a good idea if we could ask you for an introduction to other faculties so that we can look for, business students? right? And she might say, I have business students in my own faculty, right? Do you want to talk to them? And that could be even a faster way too. Okay. So Furkan, WhatsApp me, and let's see if we can relate you into that group. That's a good discovery, by the way. So let's always use our existing network to find new people. Okay, that is what relations is all about. If you go all the time into the cold, and you have to do this, as practice, right? But I'm trying to get everyone to kind of like discover that. Oh, hey, there's another way too. Um, Look at the awareness assets, Latifa, right? Take a look and see potentially where there's people that we have affinity with that can get us to be introduced or develop affinities to people that we want to actually reach. Okay, so if we know five professors at UGM who are in the business faculty, can we find a sixth and a seventh one through their efforts, leveraging their relationships? So let's think about that. Okay, if you think about that, your messaging doesn't have to be even as clever. You don't even need to be concise or whatever. They already know who you are. Your messaging is the other person who's going to introduce you. That is your message. Okay, so let's definitely think about that. If we want to get introduced to other student groups, why don't we go from a one student group and ask them, are there any other student groups that would, like you could feel introduced us to, right? So that way we network. Okay, very good. Let me show you what I would do in this particular case, okay? So I'm going to record kind of like a sequence of train of thought and just watch what I'm doing. Give me comments and I'll talk it through, but feel free to comment, okay? So let's say I'm working on Latifa's problem, okay? I'm going to share my screen now, and I'll show you kind of like how I would go about that. So let's say I'm looking for a content creator in Bali. Okay, so I'm gonna begin my search on I'm gonna begin my search here on Google. Okay. Okay, so what I would begin with is, let's see, I would open one tab on YouTube. Okay, actually, I would split my tabs so that I can be more efficient because I like being efficient. Being efficient is awesomeness, and awesomeness is awesome again. Okay, I need to reduce the number of. Oh my god, I have like 100 tabs open. Excuse me for a moment while I tap down. Undo that tab. Undo that tab. Wait, maybe not. Okay, this is the tab I want. Okay. Oh god. Okay, give me a second here. Reduce these dashboards. Okay. Okay, we'll quit Discord. Discord uses a ton of RAM. Okay, I'm a little bit for free now. All right, so let's say here's my mission, right? I'm going to try to find a lookalike audience for content creator. So I'll start in two different channels. I'll start on Instagram, and then I'll start on YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to go to where all content creators want to be found. These are pretty much the two biggest channels, right? So I'm going to look for a Bali vlog. Okay, on this side. And on this side, I'll look for a hashtag that's pretty popular. I'll just look for Bali. Okay. I don't know. I'll explore. No, I want to just look for a hashtag. I just look for a hashtag. Search on Instagram. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here's a few people who have vlogs. Here's Nadia Akila. Okay, she's got 9,000 views. Maybe Priscilla. Um, I kind of want to restrict, I want to filter my results to Bahasa Indonesia. Does anybody have a suggestion how I can filter my results on YouTube to more Indonesian content? Let's go to Lolita.
Traveling in Bali.
But that's what a bule would write, right? What would a Indonesian person write?
Perhaps jalan-jalan di Bali.
Okay, all right, very
Oh
good.
yeah.
Jalan di Bali. Okay, all right, let's try that. Let's see what kind of content that we create. Okay, so we have this Bali tubes, which is interesting. Delapan satu. Okay, we have Joe update and info pagi. Okay, so let's take a look and kind of do some research on these different channels and see what we get. Okay, Bali tubes. what we're looking for right now. Okay, Bali
Jalan
Tubes.
Legian Kuta Bali.
Stop it.
Saya yakin
Stop it. Okay. Bali Tubes looks like an organization. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over here for Bali Tubes. I'm going to see if they have a LinkedIn account, right? And see if I can kind of discover a little bit more about who they are. Oh, okay. All right. No, Bali Steel Tubes. No, not yet. Bali Tubes, uh, tourism vlogger. Okay, this could be it, right? Let's check that out. What's the other organization that we're looking at? Let's see. This is Delapan Satu. Okay. Let me see if they have a website. Delapan Satu, and then YouTube. Okay, let's see if this person has a website that I can find. Uploads from Delapan Satu. Um, okay, let's see. Maybe I can delegate this work. Actually, let's all kind of give a simultaneous search. Lolita, could you help me find if this particular page, Lapan Satu, has a website or contact information or something that we can network with? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lolita. Okay. Good. The first result has come back. So Bali Tubes has come back, and let's see if there's any contact info here. There's not a lot of contact info. Not very useful. Okay, so I can see maybe where Lolita, this can be a little bit of a struggle, right? So how do we actually find this vlogger? Okay, let's go to the next one.
Apa nih? Gimana?
This is weird. Okay, so this is Joe update. Furkan, let's go to you. Could you find us the contact or who's in charge of Joe update? Okay, just kind of do a Google search, look around Instagram, see if you can find who's responsible for this particular vlog. Okay, thank you, Furkan. And okay, next, let's. Oh, this looks really boring. Okay, we definitely don't want somebody producing lame vlogs like that. Okay, when Lolita or Furkan, you have found something, just go ahead and share it again in the chat box, and we'll take a look at that and see what we can find out. Okay, all right. Since that is not forthcoming, we haven't found a lot of information here. I'm just going to go with a classic Google search. So we'll go for Bali vlogger, right? Bali vlogger, or we can just go for Jalan in Bali, right? Jalan di Bali, and maybe we'll look for somebody who creates written content as well. Okay, so if we look for Bali vlogger, oh, here we go. Here's somebody. Let's hope they're famous. The artist is the Fantastic Twins. Okay. Okay. Hey, this looks good. Sian Lily. Sian Lily. Oh, she's probably not based in Bali. Okay, so a little bit tough on that one. So, okay, we might have to pass. Let's keep on looking. Fantastic Twins has a Bali vlog. Okay, just not really the stuff I'm looking for. All right, that's okay. Let's keep on going. Let's get some ideas from everybody. Latifa, what, where would you go to find a vlogger based in Bali?
I don't know.
Okay.
Since
Let's go with something. Let's go for a tangential idea. Joe update. Okay, all right. What we're looking for Joe update is we're looking for a person for COD. Maybe you can send an email right now to Joe update and say, hey, look, I'd like to learn more about your vlog. Who is the person behind this fabulous thing? And then see if we can get a person to talk to us. Okay. Try that out for Con right now, and we'll do like an intermediate outreach, right? While we try to get to the key outreach. One of the things I would do is this. I probably would go and look at, let's say, I have an idea, all right? So instead of looking for vloggers, let's look for video production houses, right? Video production house in Bali, okay? So now what we're doing is we're looking for people who actually make movies. And the first is, of course, oh, there you go. Bingo. All right, there we have it. Okay. So we have video production houses in Bali. These are the 10 best right now. Bukit Vista will be the 11th best and become the first best very soon because we're going to get excellent vloggers. All right, so we know Bali Prod, Bali Shoot, Filming Indonesia, Monkey Creative Lost Boy Studios. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're getting a little bit warmer. Let's go on our LinkedIn and let's try to find people who might potentially work there. Okay, and let's see what kind of background they came from. So let's go sign into my LinkedIn. And no, I don't want to go into my geofence jobs. I just want to be in love. Okay. All right. Let's go to Latifa. Latifa, any update from the? Oh wait, did I sign to Lolita or Latifa? Lita, did you find the person?
81 does not have Instagram and LinkedIn, and
Okay.
also
All right. No worries then. No worries. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look for Bali Prod. Okay, and we're going to try to find people who work at Polyprode in, let's say, the video department. Okay, so we have a production manager, we have a broadcast writer, we have a director, we have owner, production. No, I'm not getting what I'm looking for. Let's try a different way. Let's go to the Polyprode company. All right, I need to get their LinkedIn profile. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, that's not satisfying me. So I'll go Bali Prod, LinkedIn. Okay. All right. After I go to Bali Prod LinkedIn, I can find their LinkedIn page. And after I find their LinkedIn page, I can probably find who works there. Okay. People. Perfect. So after I find the people who work there, let's take a look and scroll around and see what we find. This is the co-founder. Great. Co-founder, co-founder. Okay, great. Video producer. Video producer, Mr. Rofano. Ding! Okay, let's see what Mr. Rofano's background has been. Oh, this is Jafari. This guy used to work at Bukit Vista. And before that, he was a student at UI, actually, in communications. So let's open him up. Let's see, location manager, not really that interesting. Producer, maybe producers, but okay, there's no profile in this producer, so it's worthless. Graphic designer, not really. Okay, executive producer, maybe. Accounting, makeup artist, talent hunter, drone operator, camera department. Okay, Tazar. Okay, so let's take a look at each of these people and see potentially where we can reach out to find people who would be interested in doing a similar type of job. Okay, so okay, Jafari worked at Bukit Vista. He was at UE in communication and advertising. Okay, all right, Lolita, there you go. Right, perhaps we can approach UE communication and advertising students and ask, hey, would you like to intern in Bali and become a content creator for Bukit Vista? Okay, and we can say, hey, look, like Jafari, right? This guy used to work here. Now he has, yep, you got it, right? Okay, so there's one source that you can go to, and we can probably go to that particular department and ask for a guest lecture so that we can show off some of our amazing videos and photos and all the things that we do currently on our YouTube channel to this particular group of people, get more YouTube subscribers, and also get a potential hires as interns. Okay, so there you go. There's one potential source. Let's go to Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles looks like he's probably outside the country. We're probably not going to get somebody from London to come in to intern here. And Mr. Charles is, I don't know. Yeah, he went to school somewhere in France too as well. So let's discard this. This probably isn't that useful. Okay, Mr. Tazar. Mr. Tazar Samara is a camera operator. He's in the camera department. Let's kind of find out his background. So he went to this particular place. Okay, there you go. Lolita, Institute Kesenian Jakarta. Okay, and perhaps Institute Kesenian Jakarta has student clubs. Perhaps they have, film events or whatever, and perhaps that can be a good channel for us to follow up on. All right, so let's bring you through that then. Right, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go over to Instagram. Okay, and this is the way. Okay, so I don't want to forget that Instagram. And what I'm going to do now on Instagram is I'm going to search and try to discover what kind of student clubs might be at Institute Kesenian Jakarta. Now, this is where I need you guys' help. Perhaps Latifa, right? Latifa's in Jakarta. Am I correct?
Yeah, I live in Jakarta for 2 years, but now I'm not in Jakarta.
Oh, okay. Where do you live now, Latifa?
In Medan, North Sumatra.
Oh, that's right. You told me. Okay. Keep on forgetting because I just like remember people according to their
It's okay.
applications. Lolita, you go to school in Jogja, but you're not in Jogja. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right. So you guys are going to have to help me out. I'm looking for student clubs that might have an Instagram profile that belong to this university. What should I look for? Should I look for certain abbreviations like IKJ? Tell me, Lolita, what I should look for.
Hmm.
Mm,
Cinematography IKJ.
Okay. Oh God, that's such a hard word to spell. Cinematography.
I used to look for it in website first, and then it will appear in the Instagram.
Ah, okay, all right, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's go for IKJ student clubs, right? That's my boule sort of first Google search. Ah, no. Okay, of course I don't find anything, right? Okay, institute. Wait, actually, let me just copy paste. Copy paste is your friend. Ah, copy paste the wrong thing. What?
Try UKM Institute Kesenian Jakarta, maybe.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Institute Kesenian. Hey, we should probably work like this. This is kind of fun, yeah? It's like brainstorming session. Okay. I have this, I have this, and let's take a look at the images. Maybe find like the student group. Hey, this looks interesting. Okay, all right. So let's see what we can find. Facultas. Okay, great. What is UKM, Lalita?
It's a student club.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. I don't see it. Um, do you have any? Oh, alumni. All right. There's another network you can reach out to, right? You can reach out to the alumni network and see if there's any alumni that doesn't have a job that might need a job, right, or an internship to get a job. So there's one potential possibility. There's a career page. Okay, we can do it there. Okay, there's a facultas. There's all these contacts information at the general level. Okay, and you can sometimes you might need to do some outreach before your real outreach, right? Sometimes you might just need to like WhatsApp these people and be like, I'm interested in reaching your student clubs. Do you have a directory that you can tell me where all the student clubs are interested are located in? Let's go to Furkan. Furkan, help me out. I'm looking for a student club here. Maybe a cinematography club. Yeah, yeah, perhaps. Yeah, major thing. Okay. Um, Furkan, what do you have for me? What can you think of?
Okay, cinematography. Honestly, I don't really know about the student club or organization that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try to think. If I'm a student, right? The university is probably going to try to attract me with a presentation page that will tell about all the great things about the enormous faculty, the really cool campus, and the student clubs. What is the general page that would be called then for con? Student introduction page, orientation page. What do you think it would be called?
Um, yeah, it will be more likely into the introduction page and orientation. Yeah, between those two.
Okay, let's maybe look for about us to. Oh, Bintang Kami. Okay, very good. And how do you write student? What is a student club called in Indonesia, Latifa?
UKM, that's Unit Kegiatan Mahasiswa.
Ah, okay,
So
all
it's
right.
UKM.
Okay, let's try it at the end. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, maybe this. Oh, maybe this. Yeah, maybe this could be our way. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Lolita, what do I see now? Is this a club?
I think yeah, it's like the promotion of the club itself.
Nice. All right, cool. And they have 4,000 followers. All right, perfect. So there we go, right? We have a potential entry point to this particular club. Okay. So this is how we can find a very targeted audience from this side to this side. Yeah? Yeah? No? Yes? No? I don't know what everyone's thinking. Okay, I think I've run out of time. That's why there's probably new people coming into this room. Let me see. Yes, we have run out of time, everyone. So we're going to have to stop